What's up? It's me, Tony G, coming to you from Dover Downs Hotel and Casino. This is episode 32 of my vlog. In this episode, I'll be playing in the nightly tournament, which is about $35, I believe, and might even dabble in a little bit of cash. Hope you guys enjoy it. Here we go. Okay, we're in level 3 now, and the blinds are 100, 300. I have King Jack under the gun. I raise it up to 600, and we get about 5 callers, and we go 5 ways to the flop. And the flop is 8-4 rainbow. It checks around to me, I check, and it winds up checking all the way around to the turn. The turn is the 9 of hearts. It checks to me, and I do check. Checks around the middle position, who bets 1,000, and in this level it's just too rich for me, and I fold it. Okay, in this hand, the blinds are 200, 400, and I have aces for the first time in about 2 months. I'm in the cutoff. It blinds around to me, and I bet 1,200. We have 4 callers, and the flop comes out 8, queen, 3, with 2 hearts. It checks around to me, and I bet 1,200. There is 1 fold, and there are 3 callers, and the turn is the 8 of spades. Again, it checks around to me, and I go ahead and bet another 1,200. This time, everyone else folds, and it just heads up with me and my friend Derek. The river is a brick 5. He checks to me, and I go all in. He thinks for 10 or 15 seconds and ultimately decides to make a crazy call, and we flip him over, and I have aces and 8s against his queens and 8s, and I win that good sized pot. In this hand, it's the next level. I have ace-jack in middle position. Blinds are 400, 800. It checks around to me, and I make it 1,200. And we are 3 ways to the flop, I believe. The flop comes out 8, 10, ace with 2 spades. It checks around to me, and 1,200's worked before, so hey, I bet another 1,200. I have 1 fold. One guy thinks for about 10 seconds and ultimately decides to fold, and I take down that pot. Okay, in this hand, roughly one orbit later, I have ace jack on the button. It blinds around to me. I make it 1600. There are 4 callers, and the flop is ace 8-4 rainbow. It checks to the cutoff, who then bets 1,000. I call the 1,000. There is 1 fold, I believe, and we are 3 ways to the turn. And the turn is the 8 of diamonds. It checks to middle position, who bets 2,000, and I re-raise to 4,000. There is 1 call, and we are now heads up to the river, and the river is the 3 of hearts. Middle position thinks for a second, decides to bet 5,000. And I go over top of his 5,000, re-raise to 15. He looks at me and reluctantly calls. And we flip him over. And I have aces and eights against his king high. And we take down that pot. Okay, what would be the last hand of the night at the final table? I have queens, and I have the 3rd most chips at the table. It folds around to me. I make it 4,000. Blinds are 800, 1,600, by the way, at this point. And I get 2 callers, and we are 3 ways to the flop. And the flop is 8 king 5 rainbow. It checks around to me, and I bet another 4,000. I still have 2 callers to the turn. The turn is the 9 of spades. It checks around to me, and I decide to bet 15,000. The guy with the 2nd most chips at the table thinks for a good 10, 15 seconds and looks at me and decides to go all in. And I call, even though I should not even gotten into this hand anyway. And he flips a king. I need a queen and don't get the help. It's a jack of diamonds, and I'm out of the tournament in 8th place. Well, busted out on the final table. 8th place. Queens versus a single king, and he flopped the king for a pair of kings. What are you going to do? Good times here, still to be had. Tony G 410, out. So, yeah, I came back tonight just to get some drone footage for you guys. I tell you, the DJI Spark is probably the best investment I've made for this vlog. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Leave me a comment down below. Check down below also for Instagram, Twitter. Hit me up on those. And I'll see you guys in episode 33.